See.
People look at and be like,
That's love, bro.
I don't know if I want to be a part of this. Okay.
That shit crazy.
Like,
You got my
coach,
chat going crazy, bro.
How the fuck would you want to deal or be in this situation? Thibodeau just went to the conference finals and it wasn't good enough. They fired him, guys. They fired Thibs. And I'm not really a Thibs guy, okay? I played for him. It wasn't the best experience personally. Didn't treat me well at all. First day of camp, this is a true story. First day of camp, this is my first time really talking to him since signing there.
Oh, shout out to Imlo Honcho as well, bro.
This is true word for word. This is his first words to me. I'm not making this up.
That's love.
Thibodeau comes up to me and says, hey, man, excited for you to be here. I wanted Derek, but, you'll do great.
Yo, Austin is so honest, bro. Yo, man.
You'll do great. And he walked away. And I remember thinking to myself, I'm not going to be here long. I'm not going to be here long. Within a month or two, guess who's on the team? Derrick Rose. I already knew I was on my way out. And the way it went down and the way they handled business was crazy, bro. They brought me in a dark room. It was Leon, Worldwide West, and Thibs. They're all three sitting there in the dark with a little light. It's like an interrogation
EST boy,
and they go, hey,
appreciate
man,
the gift of sub, my boy. Appreciate
we're going to move you.
Legend.
We just got Derek here. Until we find a right spot for you, you don't have to travel with the team anymore. And I ended up having to call.
Yo, I don't know how familiar you guys are with this stuff, but what Austin is talking about is just crazy work. The way that our business can work sometimes is just, it gets bananas. And I don't know, that should just be bothering people for the rest of their careers or for the rest of their lives in terms of how they were handled. Not everybody has the power play on their hands or the leverage play. So it's interesting when you hear stories being told like this. And I really want you guys to get what goes on throughout my little head thinking space. Because mind you, I go from talking about what's going on in the war, and then you see something that's going on in health, and you see what's going on in my business. It's just a whirlwind of an ecosystem. You know what I mean? Like it's like I exist in so many different worlds at once, it feels like, when I'm on social media. So this is what my Twitter feed can look like. You know what I mean? I'm just bringing you guys into my world, just so you can get a relay. Like, I'm not showing this to demean anybody or, again, try to get canceled, sort of say, like you guys keep bringing up. But it's an ecosystem of just views and thoughts that it's a group chat, bro. You got to hear it out.
Paul Thibodeau. My fucking emasculating ass had to call him and ask him, can I please travel with you guys so I can continue to work out on my game and have trainers at my expense, and I'll support the guys who are playing ahead of me. I have no problems. They just let me travel with the team. And then eventually just traded, I don't even know where they traded me to. They traded me to somewhere that was going to waive me. They didn't even do
OKC or something.
Yeah, they didn't even do right by me. They traded me to a team that wasn't even going to use me.
Yeah.
So that whole thing where they brought me in the room and was like, hey, we're going to get you to a good situation. They ended up trading me to a team that had no use for me because I was OKC just rebuilding. They didn't have Jalen Williams. They didn't have Chet. These guys weren't even in the NBA yet. Shea wasn't even an MVP guy yet. So they had no reason to sign a 29-year-old, 30-year-old. So I ended up getting fucked. Well, mind you, COVID is going on, guys. All right? So remember, players had to get tested daily for the results. I go to get tested with my mother, and they denied me access at the facility to get tested, and my mom. So I had to go to a Walgreens as an NBA player and get tested.
Crazy work.
I call my agent and my pops.
Crazy
they
work.
Fucking lose it. I get a bullshit ass call from Wes. Oh, hey man, sorry, I wasn't aware that you were coming to the facility to get tested. Man, get the fuck out of here. You know I was there. They know they called you when I pulled up because I was outside for an hour complaining that how the hell can I get in and not be tested? They don't do business the right way sometimes, okay? That's what I'm fucking saying. I've been holding on to this story for a long time, and I got more, but I'm gonna hold back, okay? Because I'm not the type of guy that wants to unturn every stone.
Chill, man, on a mission. Chill. Oh my God. Yo, I don't know if you guys know about COVID time and what was going on in the league, but that was a crazy time, bro. It was like getting tested every day and having to be on a schedule and shit. It was crazy work, man. I didn't step foot in the bubble, so I don't know everything that happened there. But yeah, things got a little dicey, man, especially afterwards. And then going through our CBA and dealing with the NBA, the way that role players, quote unquote, they're NBA players, but everybody has a role. Everybody calls them role players or mid-level players. There's not much room on teams anymore for that role to be stretched out over a 4-year span. The league is changing so much because of just the vacancy of the offensive game and how it can be improved with just the way it's ref now and the way that the fans have much more of a say than they believe. Everybody's on social media, like I said, so it's hard not to see what you guys are talking about or what you think about what's going on in the league. So there are things that are taken into consideration, and other things are very traditional, which is like contract setups and the way that things are handled. It's not always a pretty business. I won't lie to you guys. I won't sugarcoat it. It's not always a pretty business. It can get messed up, mentally for you. Just the way people can treat you can be very callous. It can be very confusing because when you're younger, you just expect to come to the NBA and work on your game. No one really thinks about being the face of a franchise when you're 19, 18 years old, or even 22, 23 years old. Everybody works on their game to be the best of the best. Some people want to assimilate and adapt to a role and are used to it a lot quicker than others, and some aren't. So, for me, I've learned this through experience. I've been a heck of a player for a long time. I'm obviously dealing with my ACL, recovery right now. But all in all, when I look at overall my NBA career, I've been pretty consistent in terms of what role I play. I see all of the conversations that go on in terms of the sports world, especially our world, where if you're a first option, can you win? If you're a second option, can you win? If you're a third option, if you're part of the big three, can you win? I've been part of all those conversations. You know what I mean? I've failed at the highest levels where I've been one of the main leaders on the team, and failed, being playing secondary, or playing a role where you got to allow other guys to thrive first before you go and get yours. By the way, I just saw somebody say that I see that I see Stephen A. Smith. Yo, somebody got to send that to me on Twitter real quick. If you can at me on Twitter, I'll bring it up. But I saw Stephen A. Smith playing solitaire, bro. Yeah, bro. I saw him playing solitaire at the game. I mean, a man's got needs, right? I don't know, you guys. I saw him playing. He locked in though. He said he locked in every move, every play. So shout out to the Unk, man. We had our battles and stuff like that. It seems like he's picked some other battles to fight. I've always just wanted him to see the brighter side of his positioning in our sport and in our culture, um, as a vocal person. As somebody that holds weight. But yeah, like it just be crazy. It just be crazy seeing things like that go on because we expect so much out of people. But back to my storyline about the league and how it's changed, and I'm glad Austin is talking on this because, when I wasn't able to be around the team, I had to figure out my own ways to get workouts in. And during COVID, it was hard to find a gym, and find a quality runs. That year when I came back, after suspension for not taking the vaccine, it was like I didn't have my legs under me. I wasn't really working out in NBA game shape or NBA arenas. Um, it just was uh, a new space for me to be in because I'm used to being catered to. I'm used to living a very privileged life, right? I'm not afraid to admit that to you guys. I just, um, it was tough. Like it was hard. It was hard to just figure life out when you don't have the arena or you don't have the practice facility at your disposal. And then, then let alone being in Brooklyn, being right down the street from my crib, I was standing on my morals and principles, but also it came at a price that many people don't know, and I won't share all the details about it until the time is right. But yeah, it taught me a lot about how you got to really fend for yourself, even when you're an
Fire
NBA player.
Thibs. First off, I don't have any remorse to keep it 100 with you, but still, let's keep it professional. You fire Thibs, and then you have no motherfucking plan to hire who else. Now you're scrapping around, asking other teams, can we interview your coach? You're just walking over there and being like, hey, Can we talk to him? Is insane. They have no plan. They fired a top-tier coach, as much as I hate fucking saying it. They fired Thibs and are just walking around like with their hands in their pockets, just like, hey, you happy over there? You want to come over? What the hell are you doing? This is insane.
Yeah. Okay.
He's shooting the free throws. If there's a possibility of him coming back to the game. For those wondering why is he shooting the free throws, if there's a possibility of him coming back to the game, he has to shoot these free throws.
That's exactly right.
I really had tears in my
35
eyes,
left
though.
in the first quarter. Kyrie goes for the lob.
They're going to foul and get him out of the ball game.
And immediately their security came out to help carry him back. And the officials are saying, hey, you got to wait for the whistle. And there's a technical being assessed, it looks like, to the bench. And the Kings will take a free throw.
I was trying to walk it off.
Tyler Ford calls
I
the
was doing my
technical
best. I
foul.
was trying to walk this off, man. That shit was perfect.
Rules will usurp any kind of emotional sentiment at the moment. Irving will get some aid.
Yeah. It just felt different when I tore it,
And
you
Anthony
guys. That's how I knew, like, I was trying to walk it off, but after it happened, I knew something was going on because it was, it was crazy. It was such a shock. Man, in that moment, definitely had to thank God. If you guys can learn anything from me, it's how you still have to be an unshakable force even when you're dealing with pain. Shoot, man. Look at it.
For those
I was crying like a motherfucker, you guys. I haven't watched this video in a while, so man, I just remember how I felt, the pain, but also you always have a choice to be grateful and have that gratitude in your heart, and I'm glad I chose that, to remain strong, to still set an example. I know it's just basketball, but it's a love language for me, I know I give people inspiration when I go out there and play my best, whether I win or lose. I've had people really support me since I was 18, 17 years old. I've had people, join in on my journey later on in my career. I'm known for different things. People are supporting me for different reasons. So I always want to make sure I keep my spirit strong, and my vessel strong, even when I'm dealing with physical injuries or ailments. I thought it was me trying to do too much and be tough and push through things, but also know like I'm just built differently than most. I like being that example for you guys. So I love you guys. I appreciate all the prayers and
if there's a possibility
everything that you guys did, because I definitely was contemplating so much here, walking off.
And head into the Dallas Mavericks locker room.
And Anthony Davis is, you mentioned helping him off the floor there.
But I tried to walk it off.
Played one game in a Mavs uniform before he got injured after that massive trade.
I tried to walk it off, yeah. I walked off that bit, though. Hey, yeah. I walked off that bit, though. With a little bit of help, I walked off that bit.
Has played one game in a Mavs uniform before he got injured after that massive trade.
Played 2 quarters.
Sorry, you guys.
You remember Jamal Tinsley? Man, I don't think nobody had better handles than still love watching Kyrie.
Is there anyone have you seen with a handle like that?
Yeah, Jamal Tinsley. You remember Jamal Tinsley? Man, I don't think nobody had better handles than Jamal Tinsley, even Kyrie. I think Jamal Tinsley handles was probably the best I've seen. That's an argument though, but
that's a good take.
That's OD.
yeah, he was nice with that thing on the string.
Hey yo, hold on. Look, I want to let you know, right? When I hear the OGs talk like this, I never take it personal. I want to make that clear, right? Because I'm going to get to, I got to do a reaction to freaking Gilbert, and that'll be my last reaction. I'm going to go on YouTube, do that, and then I'm going to get on IG, right? And then I'm going to be done. We're going to start this at like 1:12. But look, when I see these things happen, right? When I see an OG like T-Mac come out and say, I don't think anybody had better than him, Jamal Tinsley, even Kyrie, it doesn't bother me because I'm a mix of all the great players that came before me. You got to understand, I wouldn't be who I am without watching the guys that came before me, right? I just took it to a whole different place. I took an element of street basketball, right? Because I grew up in the generation of N1, AI being the guy, Tim Hardaway being the guy, you had Kevin Johnson, you had Jay Kidd, you had Steve Nash, you know what I mean? You had Chris Paul who came in the league, dog, and Darren Williams. I'm a mix of all of them. And I never want to disregard their legacies or make it seem like I'm competitive with them still. Like, of course, we're going to talk our shit, but the competition really comes from me continuing to further the game. For Jamal Crawford, for sure. Don't get me started, you guys. I keep going down the list of all my favorite handles, of all time. Steve Smith, T-Mac, even Vince Carter's in there. Kobe had great footwork and handle after a while. I could keep going down the list, but let me get this point off, right? All the best of the best, I try to be a mix of them. Like when it comes to my mid-range game, when it comes to my post-up game, when it comes to my handles, when it comes to every portion of my game, I feel like I try my best to pay homage to all the great ones that came before me. So when he's talking like this, I know he's talking about one of the guys that he's seen that has better handles, but I just don't think he has the same movement. Like Jamal Tinsley was not moving like me. I don't think anybody moves like me. I think we have similarities. Others have similarities and they've advanced different things. But me creating a foundation on like just really teaching this generation how to still be having the street ball game. Like I play like I grew up outside, which I did. I grew up like I played on the playground. I just happened to make it to the league and the pros. I feel like I spent a lot more time outside than I did indoors, and that's what gave me a great handle feel. Growing up in New York, playing outside in the park, I know what it's like to go one-on-one for a whole damn quarter with somebody that's trying to kick your ass. That's what built me. I spent so much of my childhood in the Bronx, New York, in Harlem, in Staten Island, in Brooklyn, in Queens, you feel me, in Long Island. And I played all in between, these environments, right? And they could have been in the middle of the hood. They could have been in the suburbs. They could have been anywhere, but I was going to play. And I brought my game with me. And I knew that basketball was a connector. It was a language. It was a love language that we could speak to other people, even if they didn't know how to speak English that well. So I made friends with everybody. But really what I'm getting at is the best thing for me was when YouTube came around and I was able to look at highlights. I was able to see what other people were doing around the world. I was able to copy some of the things that they were doing and turn it into my own. That's what great artists do. I feel like, I was Devin Miles on drumline. Like before I started really focusing on how to be better at the game, I could just do shit, you know what I mean? Just off of instincts. Like I've always been an instinctual player. Over the last few years, I've learned how to really think the game and learn how to win at high levels. But my skill is becoming more simplified. So, I don't mind when T-Mac says things like this. It's a conversation. You feel me? Like that's all it is. Like, cause when I see him, it's all love. That's all it is. Like, these are just bookmarks where get a chance to reflect later and, that's all. And it's not discussed in a deeper fashion than that. It's for you guys to watch.
How you doing? Good. Getting there. Good to see my guy. Hey man, assalamualaikum. How you doing? Good, man. Good to see you. How you been?
This is a lot of love too.
All right, I'm just leaving.
I didn't ask him if you play ping pong.
No, you play?
Yeah.
I was hyped to see Hakeem. Look at the way I'm looking at him. Pause. Yo, look at the way I was looking at Hakeem, bro. Look at the legend, bro. Real shit. Like, yo, that is really a legend. Oh my gosh. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam, big brother. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam, big bro. W's in the chat for Hakeem Olajuwon, brother. Inshallah. I'm telling you, bro. W's, man. W's, bro. The fuck? Yo, I'm sorry, bro. I got a fan out for a quick second. My bad, y'all. That was tough. Alhamdulillah. It's tough. Just saying. Just saying, man. Boy, look at the way I'm looking, boy. Look at the way I'm looking, boy. You can't fake realness, bro. You can't fake it. You can't fake it. You cannot fake it, bro.
Right now, I got
You lucky,
Yeah, he's lucky. Shout out to Dre Drummond. Yes, sir, man. A lot of love there, man. When I was in South Carolina yesterday at the NBA Top 100 camp, giving the kids some gems and talking with them. Saw a few of my NBA brothers, some of my peers there, but I had a great conversation with the guys there, youngins, families. Man, incredible. Dre, shout out to our man. Shout out to our guy, man. I was giving everybody hugs, dog.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving.
Oh my God.
He's going to NBA tomorrow.
My bad. Right here. I forgot about this. Right here.
What's your nickname, bro? This is Maple Man, bro.
Come on. What you gonna say?
Yo, give me a nickname.
No, I'm trying to ask you, what's your nickname? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know?
You gave me Maple Mamba, Maple Beast. Why Maple? Because I'm from Canada. It's
That's
like
crazy, nah. Maple.
you can't say that. Yo, give me a nickname.
Hey, I don't know though.
You gotta brainstorm.
John Wick? Who said John Wick?
John Wick is a good one.
John Wick is hard.
John Wick,
yeah. John Wick is tough. I like
Kyrie
that.
called me Ben Wick.
Yo, I did call him Ben Wick. I forgot.
Kyrie Irving? Ben Wick.
Ben Wick? Oh, okay.
It was crazy. He gave me a jersey. I was like, damn, Kyrie gave me a jersey. He wrote my name with one N.
Yo, Ben, my bad, bro. Damn. Yo, I gave you the nickname Ben Wick, bro. Just give me the benefit of the doubt, bro. My bad, bro. I did not mean to spell your name with one N. I didn't know that you were going to take it personally. My bad.
I don't know how to take it. Play the next game. I said Kyrie. You know who I am. Like, if you don't know my name, you can ask me.
Obviously, yo, the thing about it is that I actually told him my bad. Real shit. I told him my bad, bro. Damn. Told him my bad.
What she wanted and had to go get it without being caught. She know what she wanted and had to go steal it without giving thought. She know what she wanted and she know what she wanted and she know what she wanted and had to go get it without being caught. Kiss that, kiss that, kiss that, kiss that, kiss that, kiss that.
Hey yo.
Kiss that.
Hey yo, I'm gonna be 1,000% with y'all, bro. Yo, I'm one of the best motherfuckers of all time, bro. Oh my God. Like, I don't say that, God, you truly are the greatest, but you gave me this vessel. I maximized everything I could out of it. But this is easy for me, dog. I'm so grateful, bro. I'm so grateful. Let me just play this. I'm a fucking problem. I'm a problem, dog. I am a problem, bro. Oh my God. This is deep. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I went baseline and I was about to, like, I saw Al Horford about to jump, but once I saw him commit on the right side of the basket, I said, I'm about to try some shit. Look at, oh my. I used to practice this in my backyard. I used to practice shit in my backyard, real talk. On the low rim. On the low rim, then on the big rim. That's just tough. Oh my gosh, come here.
Right back. Right back. Toes 10 down, toes 10 down, toes 10 down, toes.
We might have to save this for another day, huh, Chop?
Attack, and it starts tonight.
This might have to be saved for another time, huh?
James. The Irving.
I can't believe today was the 9-year anniversary. It's crazy.
Kyrie Irving knocks it down.
Back-to-back 41s. Yeah, we might have to,
LeBron knocks down the long.
y'all gonna start getting emotional and shit. Stop. I can't be having y'all do this. Y'all gonna start getting emotional and shit.
That's really your only option when you talk about this Brooklyn Nets team.
Here's Simmons for Irving. Spin in traffic.
What was I doing? That's when you just know you just make up shit. Look, hey!
Spin in traffic. Left sets the screen. Irving against Bullock. Oh, nasty handles. Irving curls. Float. Watanabe sets the screen.
This was probably one of my craziest moves, and shout out to my hermano on this one. Love him to death. But this is probably one of my crazy moves.
Irving.
Switch and put Kyrie Irving on.
Watanabe sets the screen. Irving.
Switch and put Kyrie Irving on the 6'11" person and just for an easy post up.
Irving. Nets are down by 12. Irving shows the ball. Irving. Fake.
I love competition, you guys. Oh my. So you telling me, see, this is what I would just show T-Mac, bro. This is what I would show T-Mac, bro. Real shit. Like, I don't really have much to say. I don't see Jamal Tinsley pulling this out. I don't see him doing it.
Irving.
I don't see Jamal Tinsley pulling this out. I love him to death, but look at this. On a break. On a fast break, I'm doing this. Come on, bro. Come on, y'all. Keep it a bean. Huh. Come on, bro. Yo. When's the last time you saw somebody in the NBA do this? You probably saw it in pickup, but come on, bro. Keep it a bean. You're not seeing it. And one.
Misses in our first quarter have both been shots blocked by Claxton. Nets trigger it quickly. Irving, fake.
Y'all will never see
tonight
another
for Brooklyn,
play.
as Hasey pointed out at halftime.
You'll never see another play like that. I'm fine with that. But you will see somebody better than me for sure.
Hopping around.
But you will never see another play like that.
Good closeout by Dosunmu.
I'm cut from a different cloth.
Not a Euro step if you're European.
Oh my God.
Irving, beautiful.
22 points, 10 rebounds.
One.
Kyrie.
Are you kidding me? Pacers now shooting 49% from the field. They shot 39 in the first.
Irving, switch, Williams, the handles, Irving.
To this team, and that ability to make open corner threes is big for him.
Irving off the back. Irving against Jones, Duke against Duke.
Post game on a zillion.
It's a trophy of Mickey Mouse.
Turnover Washington. Here's Kyrie Irving again in this
in the ball game,
it's
including one.
My bad. I didn't mean it. So the thing about it is I'm gonna be playing these highlights for my kids. And that's probably what gives me the most joy out of all this, of doing what I do and being able to evolve and elevate, is like I've given so much of my time to this craft that I know once I'm done playing, I'm gonna be at peace with it. Like I've put in so much work. I've left so many great highlights for everybody. I'm gonna be grateful. I still have so many more highlights to create, but I know that even up until this point in my career, I've left a lot of good quality blueprint work that you can study. Like you're never gonna see another highlight tape like this. You're gonna see some more exciting plays for sure. You're gonna see people doing crazier shit for sure. But in terms of like the flow of the game and somebody moving with the type of jazz that I move, bro, the music that I move with, it's different.
Jam.
Real shit.
This is like
Because I'm really hitting you with right hand and left hand.
Claxton, switch out front. It's
I should have threw this to Clax. He was wide open. Look.
Irving. Showing off the handles. Irving.
Shot clock at 5. Kyrie, 19 points. 7:10 to go. Here's Kyrie. No timeouts for the Nets. Kyrie trying to get. Some room for the win. Irving gets it back. Step back 3.
Not going that well. Kyrie knifing through.
No invite. I love that convention being a
gadget
man, Grant.
Hey, kind of puts him and Josh Hart to gritty winning.
Love that convention being a gadget
Ow,
man,
and
Grant.
one. Damn, that's a
Hey,
foul.
kind of puts him and Josh Hart to gritty winning dudes together as Irving.
Yo, come on. Yo, all right. Come on.
There is Irving.
Come on, y'all. This right here is one-on-one. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on.
I think with Durant and Irving, there's always a chance. 7'6" wingspan for OG Anunoby. Ball fake. Irving, 3 of 11 from the field. Kyrie, 5 to shoot. Irving. Oh, what a look. He was the ACC Player of the Year, averaged 25 points per game. 20.